Hi there, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm Olena and I hope you are all doing well. It looks like my sound and picture are good. If you encounter any issues and you suppose they are on my side, let me know in the chat and I'll do my best to address them right away. Welcome to the webinar dedicated to growing a contact list. I know it might be challenging when you are just at the very early stages of going email marketing things, and I believe today we receive a lot of insights from our speaker. I can see 12 viewers for the moment and you are still joining. Please tell me in the chat that everything is okay and you can see me well, you can hear me well, and everything is great and we can start. Hi, Sophie. Hello, everyone. Okay. And let's check if the live chat is working. And great. Okay, let me start by introducing myself. I'm Olena Prokhada, the event marketing manager at SendPulse, an all-in-one marketing automation platform. Hello. In the chat, guys, just say hello, and I understand that everything is okay, and you are here with us, and you're in a good mood. And thank you all for taking the time to join us. Before we dive into today's content, let's greet each other a bit in the live chat. And additionally, we have a poll we'd love for you to participate in. Your responses will help us get to know you better and focus on things that should be insightful and useful for you. Thank you again for being here, and let's get started. And if you're a newbie here and can't find the live chat, it's on the right if you're watching us from the desktop, and it's below the broadcast on your smartphone in the section of the comments. It also might be just over the video on your smartphone. However, I'd recommend you to disable this feature because we will have a presentation from our speaker for today. Okay, hello. I can see your messages in the live chat. Great, you're still joining. Hello, everyone who just joined. And before we dive into today's main part, I'd like to briefly introduce SendPulse and some of the tools we offer our users. SendPulse is a comprehensive multi-channel marketing automation platform. Our users can send campaigns via email and SMS, engage with clients using chatbots for Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Viber, Telegram, build landing pages, and all marketing communications can be seamlessly managed with our Automation 360 feature. That's a quick overview. And now let me tell you about SendPulse Academy. It's important to give it some highlights. SendPulse Academy offers free digital marketing courses based on the platform functionality, and additionally all the live sessions, webinars, online conferences, and videos on the SendPulse YouTube channel, such as today's live webinar, are produced by the Academy team, and I am the part of the team too. Okay, and let's go ahead. We also have a community for marketers and SendPulse users, and on this slide you can see a QR code that will take you directly to our community. By joining the community, you can network with peers, ask questions, and get answers about marketing and sales automation, attend the chit chat and live demo events, and stay updated on the latest marketing trends. And our goal is simple: to empower you to grow your business and connect with amazing like-minded people. And this is where we will publish the speaker's presentation for today's webinar, so please join. Okay, and let's go over some frequently asked questions. The recording of the webinar will be available immediately on YouTube after the webinar finishes with the same link. And you can rewatch any part of the webinar at your convenience, but please note, however, that the live chat will not be synchronized with the video replay, so stay with us in real time to have an opportunity to ask your question about your business and tasks and get an answer just today. And if you have any questions, you'll have an opportunity to ask our speaker during all the webinar. There will be also the Q&A after the main presentation, and the webinar will last about 1 hour. And the slides will be available for download. We will share them in the SendPlus community, so please join if you haven't done it yet. The last but not least, certificates of attendance are also available for registrants and will be sent to all registered attendees by Friday. If you joined the live without registration and you want to get the certificate of attendance, you can register just during the live. Let me know in the chat if you need the sign-up page. I'll send it to you. Maybe that's it. Now let's move on to our main topic for today. We are about to meet our speaker. Hi Valentina, how's your day going?
Hi, hello everyone. So I'm very fine. Hope also you can be fine, and it's a very pleasure to be here with you all, guys.
Thank you. And I can see your picture and your sound are good. Let's go ahead. Friends, feel free to leave your questions in the live chat throughout the session and enjoy the webinar. Here you are, Valentina.
Okay, so thank you so much. So I'm gonna to pam, pam, pam. Do you see my presentation? Can you tell me yes, please, Olena, because I can see the chat in this moment.
Yes, we can see your presentation.
Okay,
so here
great. So let's start. So welcome to this webinar. I'm Valentina and I'm content marketing lead. So every day I work on B2C and B2B projects for Italian and international clients, creating strategies for upgrade content. So my goal is to create content that engages and that converts. So we don't care about how many sessions you can drive to your traffic, but we care about if these sessions on your website can be transformed in conversions. So to increase the business of companies and brands. I'm the co-founder of Your Digital Web, that is my SEO and digital marketing agency. We are based in Italy, but we work worldwide. I'm an author of 3 books about digital and content marketing, a speaker at events, and I'm working on pop content that will be, because it's not right now, but it will be an online course about content marketing that converts, and it will be also in English, of course. So let's deep dive in this session together, and we are going to see all these topics. So how to create a lead generation strategy to create and to increase your contact list. So we have to set up goals, timing, budget. We have to know how to create an effective and a very valuable landing page. And we're going to see how to build an email list and, of course, a content strategy for your email marketing strategy. So let's start here. Which are your goals? So you have to ask yourself, why do you want to grow your email list? So think about this first sentence, because it's crucial. Newsletter is your own channel. So it's very different from social networks because maybe if Mark Zuckerberg decides to change the algorithm or change something on Meta, and if you have focused all your business on Meta, that would be a problem. But this problem, you don't have this problem if you work on your email list with your newsletters, because email marketing and newsletters are your own channels. You can dominate them, and it's very important. It's a very important point. Then, of course, with email marketing, you can create a strong relationship with your customers. So it's not a communication like on TV, on television, or a newspaper where the reader or people just see or listen or read. But with newsletter, you can create a dialogue with your customers. So you can better understand your customers, their insights, their pains or gains. So you can also have valuable insights to forward to your sales department, of course. And your message is more likely to be seen than on social networks, for example, because the average open rate for email marketing campaigns is 25%. Maybe on social networks, people are full of messages and maybe they can't read everything. But with email marketing, you are sure that your message will be sent to the right audience if you know how to do it, of course. With email marketing, you can create trust and loyalty. So you can work not just on getting new leads, new clients, but also on working on returning customers. So on loyalty relationships. That is so important. It's extremely important for a sustainable business. Also, during the funnel of acquisition, people subscribe consciously. So they decided to subscribe to your newsletter. They don't see an advertising on social or on Google and say, oh no, it's just another promotional message. But they decided to subscribe by themselves to your newsletter. So they are interested, they are already interested in what you do, in services or products that you offer. And last but not least, email is 30 times more effective at acquiring new customers than socials like Facebook or Twitter. Of course, you have to be aware that timing is important, is a key point. You can't expect to start today working on creating your email list and having 1 million of subscribers in a few days. That's not the truth. That's impossible. So you have to keep going on your email marketing strategy and be consistent. So don't give up, because results will be given to you if you work better. Also budget. So please keep in mind that you need a budget. Email marketing is not free like all internet stuffs. So you have to consider a budget for the platform. You have to buy a platform to send your newsletters. But also maybe you need a budget to dedicate to a consultant or a web agency if you can't do this job. And also a budget for advertising, because it's a very important issue to have some budget to invest on advertising to acquire some subscribers, especially if you are new on the market. So you need to make people a knowledge of your newsletter, and some very targeted, specific advertising can be strategic for your business. Once you have focused on your goals, on the timing, and you have dedicated a budget for your email marketing activity. So please start working on your landing page. You can't work on your website, and this slide shows you why. Because the landing page is something very different from your website. So some clients ask me, Valentina, why I can't use my website? I've already it, so it's easy, and also it's cheaper for me. Yes, you are right. I always say to my clients, but it's not the right way to do it. So if you wanted to get new leads, if you wanted to do a very professional lead generation, you can create a specific landing page, because the landing page has one main goal, that is the conversion. It's not just informing people, telling about your story, your values, your mission, your products. It's not just about educate people. The landing page has to convert. Also, the landing page contains a few key points that are, for example, the benefits of your products or services. And the goal is to get some leads. So, for example, a name, surname, emails, of course, and it's clear that the landing page is more promotional than your website. So start from the headline when created your landing page. Please always remember that in the headline you have to grab the attention of your reader. So I put here down some of tips, practical tips for you. So for example, try to focus your headline in numbers. So for example, 5 tips to find your perfect house. Why? Because numbers can create something that is very practical. So people immediately understand that this content will be useful for them. Also, you can use a question. So for example, are you struggling with something? So this is the problem my reader has, and I will help him or her with my solution, that is the content of the landing page, of course. Or try to solve a problem, how to balance work and life. Or tell a story. So this is more a storytelling approach, but I suggest you to try to work on it. So for example, 2 years ago, I was living your same situation. So also the reader can immediately on you on this situation, and you can create also empathy with your potential client. Or results. So for example, 300 and more subscribers in one day. And then during your text, your content on the landing page, you are going to explain how you got it. So these are 5 practical tips to create headline, high converting, high engaging headlines on your landing page. A very interesting study at Unbounce highlighted how headlines with a positive tone focused on benefits register more than 30% of conversion. So people, let's say, let's make things positive, not negative. So say it positive. So for example, headline copy, you can see here, make more money on your bets, get free betting tips, is more engaging and high converting to stop losing money on your bets. So stop losing money is something negative. So people are not attractive to this negative approach. So stay positive. Also, remember that 8 out of 10 people will read your headline, but while only 2 out of 10 people will click through. So focus, pay attention to your headline. Then, second step, also run A/B tests. Why? Because you need to optimize your efforts, your time, and also your budget, your money, in the best way possible. So I suggest you to create at least 2 landing pages, changing just one element per time. Otherwise, you can't understand what is performing and what not. So I know that this is an Italian example, but you don't need to understand to read Italian to understand what I want to say to you. Just focus your attention on the 2 headlines. So the headline A on your left focuses on the main benefit for an Italian entrepreneur, that is saving money. And the headline B on your right focuses on emotion. So it says something like, okay, so buy our air conditioning for your warehouse because your workers will be better, they will be more productive, and so on. So in which opinion, which is the winner? I told you that the most important thing you have to highlight in the headline is the main benefit, the main focus. So headline A on your left is the winner. So we decided to stop running landing page with headline B and still going with headline A. And also we, of course, placed some budgets on advertising to increase our conversions with this landing page. Also, the third element, copywriting. So please always remember that not just for landing page or email marketing, but in general for every kind and channel of marketing and communication that are based online. So we always speak about digital marketing and communication. Please remember that you have always to solve a problem to your potential clients. So you have to focus your communication, your messages on the main benefits, on the main advantages for the users, not on the features of your products or services. So not just say, buy from me because I'm the most beautiful product or service of company of the world, because people don't care about that. People care about which benefits and advantages they can get from your product or services. So try to create your copy of your landing page using bullet points so the reading is easier and faster for the user. Use bold only to highlight maybe some keywords, some very key concepts, not on the entire text, and don't underline words because they can be confused with links. So stay keys. Keys means keep it short and simple. Also, before writing your copy, you have to clearly know how your target writes and speak. And you can do this, you can be aware of this doing an online listening. What is a listening? The listening is the analysis of the discussions that people do online. So the key is to talk as your target does, right? So first of all, go to Google and search among the most common forums related to your topic. Try to do it also on Facebook and LinkedIn groups, on Q&A platforms such as Reddit, you already know it for sure, or Quora. So this is an example for Reddit. I tried to search some information about air conditioning, and a lot of people start to discuss about air conditioning. So I decided to analyze every discussions and also every single sentence to know if there was some topics, some references, some words I would use in my copy of my landing page, but also on my announcements on advertising. So you have to use the same language as your target. So which words your target use, which pains and gains, which problems still it have, because you have to solve their problems. So for example, I do this research, this online listening also on Twitter, ex-Twitter, let's say, and on LinkedIn. So let's see, for example, on LinkedIn, I searched for air conditioning and I decided to flag posts on the menu right, just right on the left, that you have on the left, and I started to analyze all discussions, all posts published by users about air conditioning, so I can find valuable insights to create my copy for landing page, but also you can still find a very useful insights for your blog posts or for your editorial planning for social networks and so on. So please do your listening. Also create a simple but effective contact form. So please insert a few mandatory fields. So I suggest to make mandatory just 2 free boxes. So for example, name, business email, and telephone number. Ask for information you really care, and don't forget the privacy policy. Then work on your CTA, on your call to action, what people should do when they see your landing page. So please keep in mind that the button of your CTA should have a different background color compared to the color of your copy, because people have to immediately see and understand what they have to do. So make it visible, also maybe with a different font or dimension, also coordinating with your brand images, of course, but try to make it so visible. And try to use mine formula instead your. So for example, try to use I want to download my free copy instead of download your free copy. And I tell you this because a very interesting research of Unbounce shows how CTAs with the my or mine formula get a very more conversions to the other formula that is with you or yours. So for example, yes, I want help now. Right? Also, a very important element is represented by references. So, happy clients. I say you have some happy clients. Also, if you are a startup or new on the market, at least one client you have. So, okay, so ask to your client to write a reference for you. And this is an example you can see here on in the screenshot here on my slide. And it's very important to have these references because, as you know, people prefer to buy to other people opinions. Okay, so human to human, not human to company or to brand. So make your references very clear, very visible on your landing page. So now that we have clear in mind how to set up, how to create our landing page, we can understand how to build an email list. So consider 3 key elements. The landing page, we have already seen it, a lead magnet, and acquisition channels. So the lead magnet, is a freebie, is a free and valuable content. But keep in mind that free doesn't mean something that is a very low quality. Even if it's free, you have to deliver a high valuable content. Otherwise, people will not trust you. So some examples, PDFs, ebooks, white papers, checklists, reports, infographics, tutorials, case studies. You can have fun on these. You can choose the channel of lead magnet you prefer. You can try to test different lead magnets and see which performs better to others. So in order to get the lead magnet, users have to sign up to the form. So when a user sign up to the form to add this lead magnet, you'll have one new subscriber to your email list. And how do you bring people on your landing page in order that they can sign up to your newsletter? You can use different acquisition channels. So the best ones, in my opinion, are SEO, Meta ads, so advertising on Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Google ads, and social networks in general. I didn't put here LinkedIn ads because LinkedIn is extremely expensive. So very few companies and brands can invest a lot of money on LinkedIn, especially if you are a small business or a startup or new on the market. LinkedIn ads advertising is not for you. So SEO. How can you bring people on your landing page in order that they can sign up to the landing page, and so you can get new subscribers and increase your contact list? So first of all, work on your blog. So maybe you can add a CTA example, subscribe to my newsletter or things like that in your articles. While people are reading your articles, they can find this CTA, so with a link to your landing page. Or you can create a fixed banner, as I do on my website agency. Here you can see on this slide, sign up for our newsletter, for our articles, and also create a specific page on your website. This is my personal tip for you, my personal suggestion for you. Remember to create a specific page on the main menu of your website dedicated to the newsletter, so people can see it, can immediately see it when they stop on your website, can click on newsletter and then enter on the page and decide to subscribe. Also, run Meta ads and Google ads. I know that here you have to have a budget because SEO is not free. I mean, but you don't need a constant budget to enter in to have results. While Meta ads and Google ads require a budget, but especially if you are new on the market, I think that it's crucial to run some campaigns to get the first subscribers. Maybe you can start with cold audience, so you can target your audience with interests, job titles, things like that. And then when you have created an entire huge audience, you can work on retargeting and save some money because you can optimize your campaigns better. Also, this is one of my favorite strategies, use the LinkedIn newsletter. So you know that LinkedIn allows you not just to post some news, but it allows you to write entire articles on it. So you can use bold, you can use paragraphs, you can add images, links, everything you need. So the LinkedIn newsletter is very powerful to get also conversions, and you can write these articles that can be also optimized on Google. So it's very important because you can also work on SEO in this way. And what I suggest to do, I suggest to write your article on LinkedIn. At the end of your articles, you can ask your readers to subscribe to your newsletter to receive more similar content or some freebies or whatever you want. And I guarantee it works very well. So this is an example. On the left, you can find my LinkedIn newsletter that is Pop Content. And this is an example of an article that I've written on my LinkedIn. As you see, it's not a common post, but it's a real article, long article. And at the end of every article I write on LinkedIn, I always write, if you would like to receive more content like this one, subscribe for free to my agency newsletter. And I put the link both in English and in Italian because, of course, I work in both languages. And now that you start to collect new leads, you start to increase your contact list, what can you do with your contact list? Because people who subscribe to your newsletter want to receive useful content from you. And what can you write for them? How to create a content strategy for your email list? So first of all, you can start from customer feedbacks. It's so easy, so simple, but so important. So if you are a bigger company, you can ask to your customer service, or if you are a small business, you can listen to feedbacks you receive from your direct clients. So which are their pains and gains, which are the problems they can have with your product or services, or is there something they don't understand maybe on your website? So every insight you can receive from your customers that can be real or potential customers is powerful. Then you can run survey, you can publish online surveys. So create surveys that you can send through email to your real customers, or publish them online on socials, for example, to your potential customers to deeply understand which topic they care about, which are the problems, which are the needs. So if you are aware, I want to tell you that you need to answer to your customers' problems. Always. This is the key. You have to send and publish content that is very valuable. And when your content is very valuable, when it solves a problem to your customers. So 3, let's analyze your competitors' newsletter. So for example, look at which kind of content they send. Is too promotional, or is more informational, is more educational? So which content? How many promotional DAMs they send, the sending frequency, also which call to actions they use in their newsletters, which headlines they prefer to write. So look at your competitors, not just for to copy what they do, and so you can have the solution right now. No, the goal to analyze your competitors is to have a clear overview of what's going on the market. Also, as we already said, for online listening, go on Quora, on Reddit, on socials, and analyze the discussions, because here we can find so many examples of content that your customers care about. So, for example, I searched on LinkedIn for email marketing, and I selected on the menu on the left people who talk about email marketing, and I found this post, for example, of Chase Dimond, that is very interesting, and I can start from this inspiring post to create my own content that can be used also not just for the newsletter, but also for my social networks, or can be just an introduction for my article on my blog, and so on. Or maybe, why not, for a podcast or for a YouTube video. So you can use these insights to develop your content ideas on many channels, not just for the newsletter. Also, if you have the budget to buy some SEO and content platforms, there are so many tools that can help you finding new ideas to create your content strategy. So maybe the first famous is SEMrush. If you do a research, as I do, for example, I searched for email marketing, you can see here questions, and questions are questions that people put on Google related to a specific topic. So, for example, what is email marketing? How to do email marketing? How much does email marketing cost? And these are all ideas to create your newsletters. Also, how to spy your competitors' email marketing strategy, how to check a competitor's email marketing, how to check competitors' email marketing campaigns. So you can decide to create your editorial planning for your newsletter, and you can decide to create one newsletter dedicated to this one. So, for example, with this headline, how to spy your competitors' email marketing strategy, 3 practical tips. Also, you can use Answer the Public, that is free for the first logins. Also, if you, for example, search for email marketing, Answer the Public is a fantastic tool, a very amazing tool that returns you several ideas about your topic. So just like SEMrush, but SEMrush, you have to pay for SEMrush, while for Answer the Public, I think that you have the first free logins for free. Also, keywords people use that is available both with a paid subscription and a free one. So you can use it for free, and you can have a very valuable insights. So, for example, for email marketing, you can find how do I start an email marketer? Can you make money from email marketing? What are the 5 steps of email marketing? So I think, for example, that this is a perfect headline for one of your newsletter. What are the 5 steps of email marketing? And then you describe them during the text of your newsletter. Finally, don't forget ChatGPT. So here we speak about AI. So please remember that you have to dominate AI and not the contrary. So I suggest you to use ChatGPT as a platform, just as a tool. You can't copy and paste your content that ChatGPT got out for you on your channels, because you have to use your head, you have to use your knowledge, you have to use your expertise. So please use ChatGPT just as a tool, just as a sort of friend who can help you doing your job. But you can substitute your knowledge and your profession with ChatGPT. So, for example, I asked to ChatGPT, I have to create an email marketing strategy for a brand that sells air conditioning for warehouses. Target is composed by managing directors, purchasing managers, and business owners. Get me at least 10 headlines for my newsletters. Use a friendly tone of voice, write as you were a human journalist. So please, here, focus your attention on how I created the prompt. So you agree with me that the prompt has to be very specific. So you can describe to ChatGPT your goal, your primary goal. You have to describe which is your target, and focus also on details. So for example, how many headlines do you want? Which kind of tone of voice it has to use, and also I try to receive a very human result. So I always tell ChatGPT, please write as you were a human journalist, not just an AI. And here is the result. So maybe also the results can be okay for you, but please don't just copy and paste. Use these outputs of ChatGPT as ideas, as the starting point for you to create a new, very customized content for your clients. Also, you can use the ChatGPT for newsletters to create a sequence email. So for example, now create a sequence email considering the funnel steps. So 1, welcome email. 2, second email to explain how air conditioning works and its benefits. 3, email to you to the person to ask for a quote. 4, email to you to the person to ask for the conversion that is a clear appointment. And here is a result of ChatGPT that for me is fine, is okay, but I know that I can't copy and paste this on my newsletter because I have to personalize it, I have to customize it, keeping in mind my target needs. So I have finished my presentation. I hope you found it useful and interesting. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. Thank you.
Great, Valentina. Thank you very much. Thank you for the very important scenes, so valuable materials. And let's get to the questions. I can see a couple of questions in the chat, and I have a question. So let's start with the questions in the chat. And I can see the first question from Sophie. What type of content converts best for email list building? You touched this, and maybe you can highlight something.
Yeah, so it's a very great question, Sophie. So I don't have a very specific answer because it depends on your business, and there is no a very perfect type of content that converts best for email list building. But I suggest you to try to start creating with some lead magnets, some freebies. So for example, with some infographics or ebooks, because they are so attractive for people. So this is my suggestion, but I have to better understand which is your business. We have to do a very a deep analysis of your business, of your goals, but in general, I suggest to try to start with lead magnets such as infographics or maps or something that is more visual.
Okay, thank you. And one more question from Sophie. Are pop-ups on landing pages still effective, or do they annoy visitors?
Yeah, I think that pop-ups on landing pages are annoying visitors just right now. So I don't suggest you to use them. It's a different thing if you want to try to use them on your website, but don't use them on your landing page, because when a user lands on your landing page, has to focus her attention on your one goal, that is the conversion. So don't add some more materials that can also confuse the user.
Okay, great. Makes sense. So, I can see any other questions in the chat. So, let me ask you about the following. Privacy is a significant concern today, and in your opinion, what strategies can business adopt to grow their contact lists while remaining fully compliant with GDPR and other data privacy regulations?
Yeah. So I strongly recommend you to ask to your legal. In our agency, we have a partner who is a legal partner who deals with all legal stuffs and GDPR, things like that. Because I do the marketing part, I do the content part, but I'm not skilled on legal issues. So I recommend you to ask for an help to your legal.
Great, thank you. And there is one more question in the chat. Lily writes, best section to start the landing page, maybe what can trigger their interest to retain them to read a bit more?
So in my experience, the best triggers are two. One, case studies. So put case studies also at the beginning of your landing page, just under the headline. And two, if you have some video referrals. So happy clients, but when they communicate a message not in a written form but with video.
Okay, thank you very much. It looks we've addressed all the questions, and as we near the end of our session, Valentina, is there anything you'd like to add or emphasize before we wrap up?
So I would like to highlight how online listening and analysis is very important when creating a contact list for your small business. So don't just start writing, but before analyze, study, and then start creating your strategy.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you so much, Valentina, for sharing your valuable tips and
You're
insights.
welcome.
Yeah, guys, be sure to connect with Valentina on LinkedIn and follow SendPulse on social media to stay connected. Once again, a big thank you to all of you for joining us today. Your participation means a lot to us, and stay tuned for our social media updates on future webinars and events. We'd love to have you join us again. Thank you and wish you all a wonderful week ahead. Goodbye and take care.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Email campaigns are another powerful way to cultivate relationships with your customers. Our bulk email service features an intuitive drag and drop builder that makes email development a breeze. Its robust segmentation features will allow you to deliver highly personalized campaigns to the right audience at the perfect time to capture their attention and boost sales. Our bulk email service offers the following valuable features: visual builder with pre-made responsive templates and elements, a wide variety of professional-looking templates, email personalization options, subscriber segmentation based on gender, age, location, and previous interactions with your campaigns, among other criteria, resending unread campaigns, email verifier and removing invalid email addresses from your mailing lists, custom subscription confirmation emails and pages. To send an email campaign, create a mailing list by importing your contacts from a file or another service, or collecting email addresses through a subscription form on your website. Verify all email addresses to avoid damaging your sender reputation. Segment your audience and create personalized campaigns for every segment to boost your open rates. Add your text content, visuals, payment buttons, social media links, and an unsubscribe link. Schedule your email campaign and analyze its results using our analytics features.